Hello, this is 900 Dragon Slayer, and I'm going to teach you the first basics of guitar. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is learn probably some of the easiest parts of guitar, like learning the strings and how to tune them. The top string, or the bottom string in this case, and the highest string in note, is the high E string. The one above that, I should say, but lower in pitch, is the B string. The one above that is the G string, also lower in pitch. Then the D string, D, and then there's the A string and the E string. So from low to high in note is E, A, D, G, E, A, D, G, B, E. Yeah. Now, and then I'm going to show you how to tune them, but just to show quickly, I'm going to detune them. I'm going to leave the bottom one up so I can tune it again. But that should work. Sound really good at all, as you can tell. Okay, but I let the lowest strings the same so I can tune it correctly. So on my acoustic, this tuner is the low E string. I didn't change it so I could have something to go off of, but I have an electronic tuner that I would use otherwise to get the low E, and then I would just get the rest the same way I'm going to show you now. And that's the same, so. But then, you know, like, these are the frets, like, if these are all open, this is the first fret, the second fret, the third fret, the fourth fret, fifth fret, so on, up the neck. Like first, second, third, fourth. But to find tunings, you count, okay, open, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. The fifth string, if you hold an E string down on the fifth fret, then hit the one above it in pitch, it should be the same, but since I tuned it down, I made it out of tune, it's not the same. So hit both of them, and then here's my A string tuner. And I would tune it this way to make it go up in pitch, to make it the same. Pretty close. Then I would do the same for the A string. Hold it on the fifth fret, put the string above it in pitch, and then I would use this one, this tuner, because that's the D string tuner. Yeah, it's like perfect. And then do the same thing again with the D and the G and the G strings. D, G, even though the D string is way out of tune, so it doesn't sound right. Hit both of them, but the G string tuner is on the other side, right here. It's really close. Sweet. And then there's the G string and the B string are not a fifth apart, see? Like say the D and the G string, they're a fifth apart. But the G string is not, it's a fourth apart. So you hold the fourth fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's way out of tune. When you tune the B string, that one. There it is. And then the B string and the E string, the B and the high E string, like, you know, the two lowest strings, the ones that don't have a covering on them on an acoustic guitar, are also fifth apart, like all the rest of the strings except for these two. See, fifth string does not. It's not. It's the fourth. Yeah, and then the here's the B and the high E strings. The high E string is way out of tune, so I should up that one, that tuner. There. Now it's in tune again. Now I'm going to teach you some basic chords. Basic chords, see, like I'm going to teach you G, C, D, and E minor. Okay. Okay, the first chord, I'm gonna teach you E minor first because it's the easiest one. Look at the second fret, 1, 2, and then these two strings, the fifth and the fourth that I just plucked. Those two. You're gonna hold both of those with your first and second finger on the second fret. Make sure you're angling your fingers upwards so you don't cover any other strings that you don't mean to. So and then when you, it's really sad, it's a minor chord. And if you want to make that E major, switch fingers to these two, and then add your first finger on the first fret of that string, of the G string. So major, major. Even though I said I wasn't going to teach that. Close enough. And then the second easiest chord, I think, is the A chord. There are multiple ways to hold it. Like, and you could either hold it with 3 fingers. It's the D, the D, G, and D. I mean, the D, G, and B string. The D, see? Those ones, but I messed up in doing it. You're gonna hold all 3 of those down at the second fret if you can, with all 3 with your first 3 fingers. These 3, yeah. And then you're gonna strum you aren't going to strum the bottom, the lowest string. You're only gonna strum the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. You can like add string. You can lower. You can let go of strings on some to get different sounds and such. You know. You can mess around with that as you want. Some don't sound very well, but some don't sound very good. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is a D string. I mean the D chord. You're going to take it takes your first 3 fingers. These 3. Okay. And you're going to put your first finger on the second fret of the 3rd string, right there. Then you're going to take your middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the high E string. And then you're going to take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the B string. So it's like a triangle, almost like. So basically you're holding your fingers like that. And then you're only gonna hit the ones you're holding down, and then the D string. The D chord has a lot of fun songs with it, like that's brain damage. The lunatic is on the bus, etc., etc. Okay, I'm getting a lot off task here, but now I'm going to teach you the C chord, which is it takes your first 3 fingers, and it takes the first, second, and third frets. So you're going to put your ring finger on the 5th string on the 3rd fret, and then you're going to take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, the D string. Then you're going to take your pointer finger, put it on the 1st fret of the B string, the 2nd string. And you're only going to hit the top 5 strings like with an A, like an A chord. I use my thumb to mute the top string. Go the chord. You have to remember that you have to like angle your fingers upwards so you don't hit any of those strings. Okay. So we did A, C, D. The last one, G, is kind of hard because you have to move your pinky really far. This one involves hitting all strings, so you don't have to worry about that. First, it takes these 3 strings. I mean, these 3 fingers. You'll see other people using these 3, but it's better in the long run to use these 3. Use this. First, you put your pinky on the third string. I mean the lowest string, the highest in pitch, the E string, on the 3rd fret. Then you're going to take your ring finger and put it on the same fret on the lowest string. I actually think my guitar is a bit out of tune, but still, I may have tuned it wrong in the beginning, but you still learn how to tune. And then you take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. This one. Second fret. And then it'll look like this and sound like this. That's your basic introduction to guitar, and I'm going to teach you probably one of the easiest songs I know. Probably one of the easiest songs I know. So, you have to listen. You ever listen to what's it called again? A Horse with No Name by America. It's a really easy song. Starts with an E minor. It just goes. And that loops like for the entire song, so it's a really easy song. And you can get someone to sing along with you. It's a good campfire song because a lot of people know the words. Okay, so we'll start with your E minor. Your first 2 strings. You're going to hit the bottom string, and you're going to strum it twice. E, mute. You have to put like this part of your hand down on the strings to mute it. Just practice out of it. And then after that, after you get that down, you'll do that again. You'll do that just the same as normal. Up, low, low, yeah, low, E, down, 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 down. You'll learn that. Just that's 2 parts. And then you're going to switch chords to a variant of G, or it's a F sharp or something, if I remember correctly. So you'll put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the low E string. See that? And you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So it goes, and then that's the chord. Just practice that a little bit. Just, yeah. So start for now. We have. No, that's the next part. It's the same as the same with the E chords. That last part. Make sure to hit the low E string. Yeah, make sure to hit the low E string on the beginning of the phrase. Yeah, see, oops, sounds really cool. That's your that's your basic instruction to guitar. I hope you good luck in your guitar playing hobby. Hope you get better, maybe get famous. See ya.